Dear all, good morning to all of you. Today we'll discuss about journey, spiritual, official, personal, tours, travel, common sense, common problems, mistakes, lessons, allegations, and abnormalities and insults, etc., one by one. When I started schooling in 1971 from first class, I did my graduation in 1986 at Rajahmundry from Andhra University BCom. Later, I tried for around 10 to 15 government jobs, out of which 4 to 5 I got in the final interview. At the fag end of the day, all the 5 got zero, nullified without any final selection, either in banks, railway recruitment board, staff select commission, or Andhra Pradesh State Service Commission, etc. like that. I have no regrets. We have to pull on because destiny is not in our hands, but efforts are in our hands. So I moved like that. Then I came to Hyderabad around 1987 for private job, simultaneously trying for government jobs. Rendered around 15 private companies and finally retired at Nagarjuna Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited as a senior officer, micro irrigation division at Nacharam. Apart from my schooling, I did post-graduation in foreign trade management, diploma in computer applications, shorthand lower grade English, typewriting Telugu lower grade, English typewriting higher grade, and chess champion since 1979, continuously state rank 4 holder, national player, state champion, some become districts, intercollegiate player, college winner, intermediate winner, international player, and various competitions where I got cash and other meritorious awards. And also illustration first, essay writing first, seminars first, and best for performance award in various private organizations like that. So in 1987 I started as a first company and then continued till 2019. Then I took a VRS after serving for 34 years of service. Because that time NFCL is not running well, I thought, well, should we waste time unnecessarily getting money without any work? Then I took a VRS at 53 years of age in 2019. Apart from that, in 2004, I had an association with Brahma Kumari, a spiritual organization. From there, immediately I had a 7 days course, went to Mount Abu, their headquarters, and a spiritual retreat there. And continuously till now, I am regularly attending their classes, either online or personal, attending to their centers at Mumbai, Bangalore, Bhubaneswar, Ranchi, and Hyderabad, Delhi, Maneswar, Gurgaon, etc. Different areas I have went there. Apart from that, while doing that place, someone told me when I was working in Kirby, Why don't you go to Puttaparthi? The Sach Sai Baba is there, the next avatar of Shirdi Sai Baba. Then I went to Sach Sai Baba ashram at Puttaparthi in 2004, and subsequently in 2009. Then at 2010 onwards, regularly I am going to Puttaparthi as one of my pilgrimage center. During the course of this one Mr. Suresh, my classmate, suggested me there is a Bhutan country which doesn't need any passport. You can simply show your voter ID and then visit. Then I time, okay, it's a good time, I can go to Nepal and Bhutan that time. Then I started going to Bhutan and Nepal in 2009 onwards. From there continuously I went 8 times so far to Nepal, 18 times so far to Bhutan, where of course I got recently passport and all. Earlier I need not have to have a passport for Nepal or Bhutan, like that. And subsequently I went to Singapore, Malaysia, Jakarta, Sri Lanka, Tibet, China, etc. Those countries also I visited subsequently. Most, of course, passport is required. In Jakarta I went 2 times, Singapore I went 2 times, Nepal 8 times as I already told you. Tibet I went 1 time. I went Mount Kailash, Manasarovar and Mount Everest base camp, etc. I covered. And these are all brief of my visits to various countries. And subsequently, when I was doing that, I also associated with Sundar Chaitanyananda Ashram at Dindigal, Ganapati Satyanarayana Swami Ashram, and also C. Vispaspurti Garu. In 2009, I was introduced by Mr. B.K. Reddy, who is my classmate, friend at Brahmakumari Center. Then 2009 onwards, I will be regularly going to their centers, Purti Home with their spiritual center. And Peniganchiprolu also, where the Samadhi has been built up, Sri Vispaspurti Garu. That also I went and regularly attend their classes, either online or video or audio classes. Apart from that, I am also associated with Sri Jidde Krishnamurti Garu in 1989 onwards. Subsequently, I went to their centers at Pune, Sahyadri, and Madras, etc. I purchased a lot of books of their books in English language and regularly attend these discourses, classes, training program, study centers, etc. In 1989 onwards, I am a fond believer of Buddhist Sri Krishnamurti. Of course, after 10 to 15 years, this idea has cropped up and continuously I am going. And out of my service, there are a lot of problems with bosses, organizations, and colleagues, either male or female, and no increments in time, and increments delayed, increments coming less, bosses not supportive, favoritism, all I faced. Most of the companies where I worked in Fimex Pharmaceuticals, which was closed, I was about to complete in 1 month 5 years gratuity, and also to be supposed they were not paid PF also, the company is closed abruptly. Then I went to Pashamailaron, leaving the family here, staying there and coming once in a week, which is around 80 kilometers from my residence at New Maruti Nagar. There I worked for 3 years, then also I left. Then I worked for a real estate company like Janaharsha and LIC as a financial advisor. And some of the companies I worked. Finally, Nagarjuna Petles, there I rented 15 years of service. The job satisfaction is we have to feel satisfied because no boss will support us even if you work hard in most of the cases. Yes. So many political reasons, practical reasons, boss favorism, support, chinchagiri, so many factors will be there. Somehow I am little bit unsuccessful in my career. Then I ventured into astrology people, and because I went to a lot of astrologers to change my profession. They said you cannot be successful in other areas. You only do the job. Then I continued the job and coming by another 7 years of service before I left the organization. I was not having any job satisfaction other than earn some money till family survives and till I settle down certain age of 53 years of age. This is my benchmark which I have created. Then I left the organization. And subsequently when I started going to various countries like Nepal and Bhutan, I was more attached to Buddhism and their second Guru Rinpoche is called a second Buddha, and Milarepa and their monks, procedures of prayers, their temples, monasteries, stupas, their style of flagging, butter lamps, and also. So 18 times I visited Bhutan. Of course, it is a little bit costly because the SDF has to be paid daily. SDF for 1200 rupees and diver fees, guide fees, hotel fees, all we have to very expensive to go for any country people. That is their rules. So still due to environment and other backgrounds, that Buddhism is so attracted. So subsequently based on that I went to Bailakuppu also, which is in Karnataka state. A Tibetan settlements are there. Then Dharmasala also I went. Sikkim also I went. Kalimpong also I went. Like that Darjeeling also I went. So many places where this Buddhism is concentrated. Punslang, Thimphu, Paro, Samse, Bumtang, eastern side Bhutan, Pema Gatsel, Samul Jonkar, Gedu, Punaka, Gasa, Dagana. So many, all the 21 districts of Bhutan are covered by me towards the 18 times of Bhutan. And when I retired in 2019, I got a stipulated money for the savings, which I put it as a pension plan and gratuity, leave encashment, leave facilities, PF, superannuation, like that, some benefits, LTA and all those leave encashment. All I put it in bank and using this SBA plan. I am also getting industrial pension monthly also. So things are going on happily. I have purchased around 2,000 books of various writers in different psychology, philosophy, and read all those books. And I also donated 2 to 3 lakh books worth 7 to 8 lakhs free of cost to different organizations, different companies, different friends, different libraries also. And also almost I have donated around 2 to 3 lakhs for the general public towards spiritual organization, people who are not having sufficient money to survival, people who are facing difficulties in getting marriages. I also performed 2-3 marriages free of cost. I helped a lot of people who are deprived of the financial backgrounds and health issues. So many philanthropic activities. And generally, these are all not to be disclosed. It should be Gupta Dana. Still, just for informational, I am saying not to boasting of anything or about me. And subsequently, I wrote around 50 books in English regarding psychology, philosophy. Those books are circulated digitally and also gave in libraries, gave to my friends, etc. I have traveled almost to 8 countries so far, and all the 20 states almost all the 20 states I have covered, except 2-3 states in India. And almost since 20 years I am traveling a lot. Yearly 6 to 7 tours I'll be making. Of course, it's very expensive, but my passion is like that. My family is supporting. I could able to go to those places, and things are going on very well. I'm happy. I'm not running after money. And I went to Nepal, all the places I saw, and Bhutan, all the places I saw, Sri Lanka, I went, Singapore, I went, Malaysia, I went, Jakarta, I went, Tibet, China, I went to Potala Palace, the roof of the world it is called. That I went other monasteries, base camp of Mount Everest, Mount Kailash, Manasarovar. Everything I covered. Of course, the conditions are there. And since 30 to 40 years, I mostly use homeopathy medicines for my health requirements. Mostly I use homeopathy medicines all these years. Except in some cases where it is mandatory, I go to allopathy. And this is now things are going on, and I'm happy, little bit happy. I never took even a small rupee from anybody. Wherever I take for tea or drinks or any help, I only use my money and my entire expenditure for 10 people, 20 people, or 30 people, or 40 people, or 100 people. I only pay from pocket, but I never allow anybody to pay from their pocket till my year. So all these years, lakhs of rupees I spent for the public as a party, as a donations, as a help, never from anybody. Even if people are much higher income than me, I only have to pay them. I won't take somebody's help and enjoy the fruits by eating or enjoying their company when others pay. So I don't like paying others for me, because I feel it is a hindrance, it is a bad karma. So I always pay my bill along with others, maybe 100 or somebody, whichever it may be. This is my, of course, lakhs of rupees have gone by doing these philanthropic activities, either parties or engaging them, calling them regularly for drinks or liquor or cocktail parties, whatever it may be. It's very drastic step, very bold step. Still, I enjoy paying that. When things are going and when I got retired and my expenditure got reduced drastically, I am not having any acquaintances with anybody except a few or few people. Those people are also, I don't allow them to pay, I only pay. But now I realize that since I am getting 60 years in a couple of months, better stop those paying money to them also, because we have to see that they are not at all used paying their money, and we don't feel like paying them regularly for years together, because I also have to save for a rainy day. So I stopped thinking of paying to them again, making much friendship with them in monetary way rather than gently way I can talk to them. This is how I keep reading a lot of books, and I read newspapers, mostly English newspapers I read, and I am more fluent in English rather than Telugu. That's why my videos are there. I started my YouTube channel around 5 years back. Then I started with Azraju Pass, which got 8 lakh subscribers and 8 lakhs viewers and 4,500 videos, and subscribers 5,000, which has got acclamation from YouTube and other organizations, and got cash and other rewards. Then I started a second channel, Adraju Udaya Bhaskar, in my name. That is second chapter. There also I got good acclamation, cash rewards. Now I started the last and final tours and live teachings. This mostly focus on tours, my tours and live teachings which I learned in my life. So this channel I started in September 2. So far I posted around 450. The subscribers are 5. I request all of you to subscribe my channel, see the posts and view the comments. This is my last and final YouTube channel which I am penetrating now and doing since September 2. This is a brief of it. I mostly visit Bhutan every time whenever I get a time. Because other countries I don't feel like visiting because of the Buddhism which is more interested to me, and I like that Theravada, Mahayana and Vajrayana Buddhism. Here in Bhutan mostly a mixing of Vajrayana and Mahayana Buddhism. The people are good, environment is good. These photos are near to the budget except the STF. Otherwise, this place is much interested to me. That's why I go there. I keep reading books. I keep writing diary, whatever I write, and I give small hand loans who are very close to me, who are sure that they will not refund by not allowing, they will not forget remaining or avoid remaining. So small amounts I pay to them, and they will refund me regularly on regular basis. And I only like, after seeing so many places in India, Mumbai and Delhi and abroad, Bhutan, these three places I mostly visit. And Sat Sai Baba Ashram at Puttaparthi, it is nothing but is a pilgrimage. Totally Mumbai, Delhi and Sat Sai Baba Ashram in India, and Bhutan is 4 places, and Nepal 5th place, which I like continuously, along with Tibet, Lhasa. Of course, a lot of changes are required, a lot of rules and regulations changed for going to Tibet. So that is difficult to go to Tibet, at least at present juncture. Staying there for Nepal 4 to 5 days or more than 1 week, get the permit, again get the anniversary and all. So these are all one of the factors which I feel that is the Herculean task to go there. And I went to Brahma Kumaris, I went to Sai Baba ashrams regularly for bhajans, etc. I make minutes of their speeches, notes, etc. What I feel is a learning process for the education and learning. It's one day if you learn something, we will not face the situation. Situations will be facing continuously differently. We don't know what we face tomorrow. Our experiences may not be so. Every day it's new experience, new people. Of late we have to deal with young people who are very, very clever, smart and very fast than us. So technology is developed, situations are developed, so we cannot compare our life with our children and our life with present technology, our life with our parents. So everything is going fast. We have to move it fast. We have to enjoy our life because death is uncertain. Death is permanent. What we do only remains as a karma, good. As long as we do good karma, we have a good legacy. Otherwise, people are, this man has gone good, as he's not helpful, he's a third-rated fellow, you people say. So let us enjoy beautiful life which is given by God and the parents, and do what best we can do in the possible way, depending on our income, depending on our capacity, depending on our strength, depending on our assets, etc. So this is a brief of my way of living standards and utilization of time, and also I use my time very judiciously. Wherever I give a fixed time, I follow that time and meet him regularly without gap. Even if that person doesn't maintain the time, I feel like coming back. I don't stay and wait for another half an hour or 1 hour, because I finally, first hand, before I say that I will wait for only 10 minutes. If you don't come, I will move away. There are so people who are familiar with me, move with me, they know the time punctuality they will maintain. And wherever we go for parties, I go very little to the parties unless I like those people. Then I take the food or menu or lunch or dinner and come back. I don't wait for other people to come and all. I don't feel like show off. Show off is no use, because what is there you are showing in front of a God? If you feel that others are also good human beings and created by God, why do you show off? Don't show up. Be practical. Be normal. Be gentleman. Be an individual. Be a practical man. So I don't like show off. So whenever I go, I complete my food and then come back. And I don't like taking a photograph, show off, and publicizing this and that. Ultimately, there is no use. People laugh at the back if we do all those things. So if you give something as a WhatsApp status to somebody to educate them, this is the place which we have visited. This is the knowledge where we have to get. Depending on my knowledge, I wanted to share it regularly to YouTube, Twitter, or X, which is called presently X, or Instagram, or Facebook, or YouTube channel which I am using. Like that, I should share videos for them to get acquainted. Whatever knowledge, sharing is loving, sharing is caring. So that's it. I do practically all these things. Now this is third episode of YouTube channel. Now I am having a good life and enjoying the present life. Now another 4 to 5 months I will be completing 60 years of age. So far so good. I came from Rajahmundry, settled down here. My father was a retired railway employee. My mother was a retired government teacher. I have 2 elder brothers. Both settled down and 1 elder sister. All are settled. I am the youngest in my family. My wife work is in a government company. My son is a software engineer, settled in Bangalore. This is a brief of my personal data. So I keep traveling, I keep writing books, I keep writing newspaper, I keep viewing news channels, international and national, memorizing them, recording them, recollecting them. Let us enjoy our life, and we have to go for walking regularly because physical exercise is required. I am a little bit bad behind it, still I have to improve upon walking. And things are going on very well and enjoying beautiful life, what God has given, what parents has given. And apart from that, the spiritual organizations, people say that they have to be started when we become retired. No, it is not possible. As long as you start servicing, you have to go. Because it is like a recreation, it is a vacation, it is a changeover. It will reduce stress relieving management, that is. So, and in the jobs, we have to learn interpersonal skills. Education is very much important. What we learnt in schools and colleges is not possible to practice in jobs or consultants or a profession. We have to move with people, we have to learn how to talk to people, how to deal with the people. That is woman engineering. 80% of the skill set is woman engineering. 20% is only our education. That is to be known to all the younger generations. Otherwise, we know all these things, we will end up in problems. We have to know how to handle the people. Our proudness, our ego will not work. We have to be calm, polite and sincere, honest and humble and humiliate. We should have good humility. Otherwise, it's difficult. Patience we should have. So these skills we have to learn. They will not be taught by the teachers or the curricular. We have to learn by moving the society, by observing the society, by following the society, by reading the books, by visiting various places, by visiting various pilgrimage places, by visiting temples. Temple will help you to have a disciplined life. You will remove the chappals, you switch off the cell phone, you maintain silence. These are all 3 factors which makes people to go to temples. Even if you don't like temple, you keep visiting temples because you learn these things. First is mobile switch off, keeping the chappals away and maintaining silence. These 3 things make anybody disciplined man. Discipline is very much important to come up. If we don't have a discipline, we will move anywhere and we don't have any purpose, and ultimately we will lag behind everywhere and people will laugh at us, if not in front of the back. Discipline is very much important. Wear dress code, we have a beautiful dress code. Whatever is possible with you, you should not be untidy. Then it is okay. Our mouth should be in control. We have to listen more. 2 years are there to listen more. Mouth should be under control. Before you utter anything bad of anybody, you think 10 times. If you say something good of anybody, you can speak without telling, without thinking also. And in somebody's absence, you don't sell anybody's bad. It's very bad. Then he will also feel that you will tell him bad against him in his absence. If you feel like anything telling, you tell to your own mirror and forget it. Leave it to him. God will take care of you. We are not the person to change or control or modify or saturate him. God will take care. At the most, if you find any difficulty in handling them, just keep him in abeyance. Don't talk to him. Keep his mobile phone blocked. Don't talk to him. That is the only way. But you don't take any action against him, because God will take care of it. Unless until you are very well aware that you are a supreme and you can take control, you cannot do any kind of these unjustifiable things. Better not to think of that. If you feel like any inconvenience somebody, simply block him, don't talk to him, but don't show your feelings or tell your feelings to somebody else. Again that fellow will tell him, and they will have a grudge, it will be enmity, it will be relationship will be bad, and it will be no peace of mind. Ultimately the entire life goal is to have a peace of life. Unless you develop that, where will you get a good life? Ultimately you have to run on your own, you have to run on your shoulders, you have to live your own life. Nobody is going to come. It is common in philosophy. So why should we have grudges? Why should we have a ill feeling? Why should we have a jealousy? Why should we have a enmity? So never ever tell anybody about his things bad against him, to him, or in front of him, or backside of him, to third party. If you feel, you leave it, God will take care of it. So things are going on like that. I am now staying in Hyderabad, this independent house. First floor also I constructed. Things are going on happily, everything is going on better. With the help of God, with the help of my teachers, parents, colleagues, neighbors, etc. all these years. Hope this will also continue for years together. So ultimately let us enjoy our life, what it's a gift, God's gift, and do what best we can do to the society. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe my channel if not yet done.